Data collection methods. Primarily, we get data from one of the two means, either a primary data, wherein we ourselves collect the data directly, or secondary data, which is collected by a third party which collects and curates and sells the data. We will talk about the methods of primary data collection. The first and the most common data collection method is surveys, wherein the questionnaire is administered either by a moderator or by the data collector, or it could be distributed to the members of the sample who fill the questionnaire. This can be online, it can be offline, in person, or it could be pen and paper based. This is a very common method used for collecting data from large population. Another data collection method is experiments. We use the experiments to control for the other external factors like the environment or the noise disruptions, etc. There are certain preconditions that you would like to ensure while collecting the data. When the measure of our study is very sensitive to the external factors. For example, the likelihood of people liking a certain product taste or the look and feel of the product. We may want to control the lighting conditions, we may want to control the comfort and the ambience within which the participants or the sample people are actually evaluating and providing feedback on the product. Another method which is less often deployed but very effective, particularly when we know that the participant or the member of the sample providing the data is affected or is not likely to give truthful response, or the participant is self-conscious about answering the questions truthfully. In such a situation, data is collected by making observations on the person in their natural settings, because letting them know in advance may alter their behavior or response. There is a risk associated with this method that the observer bias as the interpreter of the observation may result into some predispositions. Finally, interviews is a data collection method deployed while collecting data from the experts. This is typically used when we know that a expert's insights and opinions would be a lot more valuable than talking to hundreds of generalists. Interviews can be conducted online or face-to-face. It can be conducted in group or individually, and so on. But there could be some element of the interviewer's bias in this data collection method. Data collection is beyond the scope of our course, so we would not be discussing the methods of data collection any further.